All right, let's talk some business. In its quest to advance scientific innovations in Lagos State, the governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has inaugurated the newly constituted Lagos State Science, Research and Innovation Council and the Cybersecurity Advisory Board. The event, which took place at the Lagos House in Ikeja, was presided over by the Deputy Governor, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, who announced the takeoff of a grant of 1 billion naira for the effective commencement of the activities by the board. According to a statement, the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, says the sustenance of the development of the state is the central focus of the present administration's Things Plus agenda. He further emphasized that it was essential to establish an innovation science technology body to manage Lagos State's engagement with science and technology ecosystem for deeper positive economic outcomes. On his part, Commissioner for Innovation, Science and Technology in Lagos State, Mr. Tubosun Alake, while commending the initiative, noted that the Babajide Sanwo-Olu-led administration has continued to enhance technology and digital solutions, which will increase the quality of livelihoods of its citizens. Meanwhile, as the world continues to grapple with the challenges of climate change and environmental degradation, the need for sustainable and eco-friendly alternatives to traditional fossil fuels has become increasingly pressing. Director General of the National Automotive Design and Development Council, Mr. Oluwemimo Sonipi, on our flagship program earlier today, Business Nigeria, highlighted the efforts of the council to promote the use of vehicles powered by compressed natural gas.
I just signed off on the NOS prepared by NADDC and other stakeholders within the industries. So this curriculum is what is going to be used to train the engineers. And as of today, we have some outfits that are training people 5 days, 6 days. Then the course will take about 5 to 6 days. And then we have them training 10 to 30 per slot. And this means in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months, we are going to have enough engineers that will go around the whole country and be able to do this conversion. We have the curriculum well designed. We have, especially all the assembly plants, have enough personnel to do that. And NADDC, while we are accrediting centers, workshop centers, conversion centers, we ensure that minimum of 4 accredited or certified technicians must be in a center before that center is accredited. So for us to accredit a center, you must have minimum 4 accredited or 4 certified personnel. And these personnel have to be trained using the curriculum designed and signed by, approved by NBTA.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian investment landscape has been abuzz with the recent news of BlackRock announcing its decision to exit the Nigerian market. This move has sent reactions through the country's financial sector. Chief economist at Second Stacks, Mr. Benjamin Bauche, expressed concerns over the potential impact of this exit and, of course, on Nigeria's investment climate.
Frontier ETF isn't really positioned to engage folks in that way. These are really liquid, or they're meant to be very liquid assets that investors seeking exposure to frontier markets can easily get into and out of via the New York Stock Exchange. So I'm sure the way they see it, as they hold a fiduciary duty to the folks who invest in their fund, and if they see, outsized volatility or just complicated return prospects, they were going to have to exit. That isn't to say that other frontier ETFs might not enter the Nigerian market. It's just that for this particular ETF, the conditions that they are mandated to invest in no longer were met, and therefore they were forced to exit.
Asian stocks tracked Wall Street higher today ahead of a chorus of Federal Reserve's officials due to speak later today, while the Australian dollar held steady after its central bank offers few surprises in its policy decision. Receding worries over political turmoil in Europe added to a buoyant market mood and sent Eurostock 50 futures by 0.35% higher, reversing some of its steep losses from last week. MSCI's broadest index of Asian Pacific shares outside of Japan rose 0.64%, helped by an overnight rally on Wall Street. Nasdaq features were last 0.07% lower, while S&P 500 features is 0.02%. Japan's nickel advanced 0.76%, alongside Chinese blue chips, which ticked up 0.15%. Italy and African Development Bank have formed a strategic alliance to launch a $300 million funding to support African economic growth. Prime Minister of Italy, Ms. Giorgia Meloni, and the President of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, during sidelines of the G7 Heads of State meeting, the discussions focused on the forthcoming launch of a series of joint initiatives to support the implementation of Italy's Marshall Plans for Africa and Rome's process on migration and development agenda, as agreed during the Italy-Africa Summit held in Roma in January 2024. This partnership included establishment of multi-donor special fund to serve as Marshall Plan for Africa and the Rome process on migration and development. The fund targets high-impact and climate-aligned investment in key strategic sectors in support of sovereign entities in Africa. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization says it will invest in 4 European tech companies. The investment in Europe's defense technology is intensifying after the organization confirmed its first deep tech investment. It's part of the €1 billion fund that aims to address today's defense, security, and resilience challenges. The NATO Innovation Fund matches government buyers of technology with startups to develop defense technologies. The first companies to receive the investments are Europe, and which includes the German ARX Robotics, which designs unmanned robots, and 3 startups in the United Kingdom. NATO says it's also making investments to boost deep tech hubs in regions where capital for early-stage startups is in high demand to promote the alliance technology sovereignty. We're wrapping up business news. We'll take you to oil prices, which has edged down today after posting gains in the previous session, as markets remain cautious about the global space and demand growth prospects amid expectations of stronger supplies. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude is selling at $79.96 per barrel, with a decline of 0.46%. Brent crude futures also experienced a review of 0.47% to sell at $83.85 per barrel. For the Bonny Light, it is up 0.58%, selling at $82.81. And for the OPEC basket, dealers are offering $82.81 with an upward price margin of 0.55%.